Hey everyone, welcome. Today I want to go over all of the manicures that I wore for November 2023. I did wear 20 different manicures. Let's take a look. First up, I have a Bee's Knees Lacquer. This one is a pretty new to me polish. This one came from Polish Pickup Rewind, and oh my goodness, it was so shifty and beautiful. It is a dark and beautiful polish for this time of year. This one is called Little Moth 2.0, and I really enjoyed this manicure. This next one is such a fun and pretty shimmer. It's like a grayed out base with a gorgeous shifting red shimmer. This one is called Lil Sweet, and this one was inspired by Diet Dr. Pepper. This one was back from May Polish Pickup, where it was like a food themed month, and so many of the polishes were so beautiful and really hit the target on the head. Like, it really nailed the inspiration. This one also has hollow flakes in it, and it's just so pretty to look at. I absolutely loved this manicure as well. Next up is one of my not so favorite manicures. I actually wore two different polishes for this one, and in the bottle they looked pretty good together, especially in certain lightings, but I didn't really see the difference in the base of the polishes. So I have a super warm tone and a super cool tone purple on my hand at the same time, and I wasn't really a fan of that. However, the shimmer in the one polish and the flakies in the other polish have really matching shifts and shimmers. So I was going for something here, and I just didn't really end up liking the way it turned out together, but both polishes are absolutely stunning. I used M&N's Betelgeuse, which was a Hella Handmade Creations polish, and this one is super pretty and shifty. Also used Emily DeMolly's An Ode to No One, and this one was from Rewind. This one has some really pretty shifty flakes, and I'm really a sucker for a purple flaky polish, and this one is no exception. So pretty. Loved the way this one looked. And same with this polish. I really loved this polish. I really love the finish on this polish. I just didn't like the way the two paired together, but definitely love both on their own. This next one is one of my favorite thermal polishes. This is a Linby Designs. This one is called Rapa Nui. This one is a thermal, and this one was originally released for PBE last year, but I ended up finding it on her site later on, and I was so happy to find it. It is a black to clear or nude type of thermal, and there is flakies all throughout the polish. It's so beautiful, and the flakies are ultra rainbowy. So this one's definitely a really pretty one, and I could not wait to wear it again. This is one of 4 polishes that I re-wore this month. Everything else are new on my nails, so I'm so excited to be getting use on a lot of my new polishes. This next one is also another one of those rewears. This one was from PPU Rewind last year, and that was my first polish pickup order. So this one's definitely kind of a little sentimental as far as PPU goes, but I'm not as attached to this polish as I was originally. I liked it a lot better the first time I wore it, and this may eventually be a polish that I destash. This one is Cuticula Dreams Take Flight 2.0. This polish has a really cool finish, unlike any that I've ever seen before, and that's why it's really a fun polish in my collection and one that really caught my eye right away. It has these really bright orange and yellow, like tiny circle glitters, but the way they read within the polish totally looks like little lanterns, lightning bugs, you know, like lights in the night sky. It's just so pretty, and I definitely really like the effect of the polish. I just didn't really like it on myself or my skin tone the last time I wore it, which is a huge shock because I was in love with this polish the first time I wore it. So it's kind of interesting to see how your taste changes over time, but yeah, decent polish, just didn't love it on myself this go round. Next up, I have another Linby Designs thermal. This one is also to clear. This goes from blue to clear, and it's almost like a turquoisey, a little tad of green in there. So pretty. And it's got these really small, like coppery gold type of flakies that go into like a yellowish green, really pretty, and they almost have like a red flare when you first look at them. They are very small and dainty, and I feel like it pairs really well with the transitional base. This one is called Copper Harbor Blues, and it definitely gives me beachy vibes with the colors. Really, really cute. Love this one. Really can't wait to wear this one again, and I really enjoyed the manicure. This next one was a really interesting one. This one was a Night Owl lacquer. This one is Haunted Forest, and this one came from September's polish pickup, so it's really recent. This one is like a green to red multi-chrome, but it's also smattered with beautiful linear hollow. It's absolutely stunning, and I could not stop staring at it. I have kind of fallen away from darker polishes, but polishes like this are pulling me back in. I really enjoyed this one, and it's definitely a really interesting polish in my collection. So loved the manicure, loved the polish, and really I'm a sucker for Night Owl, especially their fall polishes. Ooh, this next one I really enjoyed. This was a new to me brand. This is my first polish by them. This is Jelly Bean. This polish came from the Polish Gamer box, and it's got a long name. This is the Art of Infiltration, Seduction, and Assassination. Really a gorgeous polish, and I loved this on me. Sometimes the polish just doesn't work with your skin tone. Sometimes you fall in love with a polish and it doesn't work for you, but I really enjoyed this one. It's got like a blue toned green base, and it's got this super stunning shimmer, that kind of fiery pink into gold into green, and I loved it. It's actually not a shimmer, it's flakies, but it looks like a shimmer with how tight they're packed in there, and I feel like there is a matching shimmer because when you really look at it in the light, there are two different particle sizes. There's like a big flake, and then there's like a shimmer, so there's really both. And then there is also black micro flakies, so there's a lot going on in this one, and it really made for a pretty manicure. This next one really threw me for a loop. It does not look in the bottle what it does on the nail. Oh my gosh. Okay. This one gives more of a darkened blue-green vibe on the nail, but in the bottle, it's like brown with that kind of blue-green shimmer, but the shimmer overtakes the base on this one. When you start building it up, you slowly see that base fade away and you get all shimmer. That strong green that you're seeing there turns into like a really dark blue, almost like an indigo into a purple. And then on extreme angles, you get a pink and a gold. So it's ultra shifty. This one is Phoenix Symphony, and this one was from Hella Handmade Creations back in May. Super gorgeous. Loved the way this one looked, but it did surprise me. This next one is another one from my first polish pickup order. This one has been waiting to be worn for a year now, and oh my gosh, it was so beautiful. The magnetic on this one is really pretty, but it is gorgeous on its own as well. This one is chock full of flakies, and it's got this really pretty like pink to gold to green type of shimmer, but it's like a fuchsia pink, so it's almost purple within the green. It's like so gorgeous. And then it's got these really fiery flakies, which you can pull that shimmer and make those flakies really pop. So this one was a really fun one to play with. Over time, the magnetic did spread though, as magnetics tend to do. So I did really enjoy this manicure, but of course I had to savor that magnetic effect while it lasted. This one was Vanessa Molina, A Treat to the Little Witch. And again, absolutely gorgeous polish. Loved this manicure and love this polish. It's a great formula too. The next one is a super interesting finish. This one is Poppy Dreams by Phoenix. This one's got a really large particle finish, and I believe this has those really pretty sapphire glitters in there. I love this polish. Another one, yeah, it's magnetic, but it's gorgeous on its own as well, and it's just got such a fun and different shimmer and finish and particle size than I've ever seen. Like the way that it combines, it looks multi-dimensional. It looks like a textured polish, but it's not. It's so awesome. And there are a couple other polishes like this out there. I have a couple of them, but not all of them. But this is a finish that I'm definitely collecting. It's super, super different. I absolutely love it. And of course, I loved the manicure. Ooh, this next one was a super stunning one. This color is just so perfect this time of year. This one is All Mixed Up Lacquers, Feels So Good to Be Bad. This one actually came from the Indie Box, a smaller collaborative site that I really enjoy shopping from. This is like a multi-chromatic blue to green, almost to like a golden tone. So pretty. So, so pretty. And this one definitely glows. I loved this manicure, loved the formula, and cannot wait to wear this one again. This next one is a really beautiful magnetic that I fell in love with and cannot wait to wear again as well. Oh my goodness. This one is Dungeon Master. This one is Color Spectrum Polish. I only have a couple polishes by them, but this one is a deep dark brown and it has a really pretty like slightly shifting metallic shimmer. It is a brown shimmer, but it's also like copper and golden and maybe even a little bit silver. Really interesting like metallic shimmer. And that shimmer pulls, and this has like a black jelly base. You never guess it. So it's super, super gorgeous. And I loved the way this one looked. Again, can't wait to wear this one again. So pretty. This one I got from Polish and Beauty Expo. This next one is one that I'm working on finishing and I'm getting really close. This one is Julep's Oscar. So this one is an older polish and it's absolutely gorgeous. It's very simple. It's just a gold glitter, but I love a glitter polish like that. That's just chock full of glitters. It's nothing but glitter. It's gorgeous. It's glitzy and it glows. I love it. So it's kind of a classic look, but definitely one of my favorites. So this one I actually used with some candy wrappers. This was my Thanksgiving manicure, and oh my goodness, it was gorgeous. This had multiple different pieces of a Werther's maple cream wrapper, and I really loved this. Like, it ended up working really well, but maybe I could have worked on the seaming a little bit better. I just feel like it almost blended being gold on gold, but anything else, it just probably wouldn't have worked as well. I am looking forward to playing with those stripes a little bit to see if I can use those in other ways, but looking to maybe do some candy cane manis, and yeah, definitely a really different mani. This next one was my first Grace full polish. This one I got from PPU Rewind this year, and the polish itself is stunning. I feel like I have other things in my collection that give me a similar look, and this may be another polish that's up for destash eventually. Yeah, I really, really loved the flakies in this one, loved the manicure, and definitely a really pretty one. I felt like it was really unique when I got it, but the flakies are not as shifty as maybe they are in the bottle, or maybe it's the lighting, but this one was kind of in my okay category. This next one is also from a brand that I hadn't tried before. This one is my first fancy gloss. This brand is definitely a brand that is a rabbit hole, and I will be falling in very soon because they have a ton of beautiful polishes and they're pretty much masters of thermals. Like, oh my gosh, y'all. Some of their thermals are the most beautiful polishes I've ever seen in my life, and I need to get my hands on them. This one, I absolutely had to grab. This was going to be my first dive because I could not miss it. This one came from PPU Rewind this year. This one's called Dried Roses. This one is a trithermal, my first trithermal. So I fell in love. I absolutely loved the way that this one looked. I loved all the transitions. I posted it on my Instagram. I don't always post on Instagram. I'm so bad about that, and I should do it more. But yeah, this was a gorgeous polish, and it made me fall for the brand really hard. Loved the manicure, loved the formula, loved the transitions, in love. Next up, I wore one of my no names. I hate having polishes that have no names on them. Like, such a big pet peeve. And right now, I'm on like a mission to try to use these up, because how can I reference a polish with no name? It's just a simple nude. It is a lovely one, and I topped it with one of my new favorite toppers. I recently got this from the Polish Nook, and you may be able to still find it there. They've been having some great deals lately. This one's called Mystique. This is a older Sassy Cats, as you can see by the label, but this is a gorgeous shifting topper. This one has like blue to pink to purple, and it also has flakies. Like, they're very sparse, but they're very pretty, and this has definitely been really fun to play with. And I can't wait to just keep wearing it. Over a nude, it was absolutely magical. I didn't expect it, but it turned out to be like one of my faves of the month. Like, I really, really loved it. It was like almost a mannequin hands, but also with like a ghostly little something extra. The kind of now you see me, now you don't kind of flash. And it was just so fun. It was so different, and I can't wait to try this over other creams. So glad to get some more use on this one. This one's in my Project Polish, and the combo, oh my goodness. Loved the manicure, loved the polishes, so good. This next one is one of my only Moonshine Mani polishes. This is another one. I really liked it because it's really different, but I don't know how much I loved it on myself. So this one is kind of like an okay manicure. The flakies and the color combo and the shimmer, they're off the charts. They're nothing I've ever seen before, especially in combination. So the polish itself, extraordinary, like absolutely stunning. Literally nothing like it in my collection. I've never even seen this kind of orange magnetic pull, let alone putting it with the color that they chose and all the flakies that are in there. Just so cool. This one is called Drogon. This one came from Hella Handmade Creations, and this one, I just don't know if I love it on myself. That's about it. But as a polish, this is really, really cool and super unique. So for the Mani, meh, I liked it. The next one is definitely one of the most like sentimental in my collection. This is one that both me and Grandma have. It is a gorgeous shifting magnetic with the most beautiful fiery flakies. I love this polish. And this one I think looks really, really cool with the magnetic effect as one coat over black as well. So this is a multi-use polish, and I love this one. Definitely a special one in my collection, and boy did I love that manicure. And the last one of the month, absolutely gorgeous. This is such a bright and poppin' polish. It is a stunningly Barney purple, you know, that bright hot fuchsia. And then it's got this glowing blue shimmer as well as blue reflective glitters. So it's stunning, like eye-searing purple. So gorgeous. Absolutely love tones like this. I have a few polishes with this kind of tone, and I love them all. This gave the most beautiful manicure. I loved it so much. This is Phoenix Courage, and this is from Polish Pickup of last year. Absolutely love it. But that is all the manicures that I wore for November. So many gorgeous ones, and I'm so happy to start to get to use some of the polishes that I've had for a while, and I've just been eyeballing on my nail rack, really starting to dip into other finishes, really enjoying magnetics right now, really feeling thermals right now as well. Have you been wearing any of your new polishes lately? I would love to hear about it down in the comments. Have you had any manis that really just blew you away lately? I've really been thinking about it because I'm going to be doing my 2023 top picks here real soon with the year wrap up, and I would love to hear if you have any favorites that you've been wearing lately or any new ones that have really popped on your list this year. I'll leave you with that for now. That's it for this one. I hope to see you in the next one, and until next time, friends, thanks so much for hanging with me.